I'd say it's tasteful.
Very.
I can get some like huge ass anime tatas in the back instead of Persona.
Yeah,
Uh,
you should put like a giant wall scroll over it that's just like a giant big titted anime woman.
I should get one of those like body pillows where like the anime girl's like, oh,
Do
but then I
it.
just pixelate it.
oh god.
No, well, we're streaming. I'm not going to say anything else
Oh, that's
about
the whole
body
reason I am streaming.
pillows. And there's
So
a
what is
specific body pillow you should have on stream, and it's the one that's on every T-shirt. With, I'll post a picture in Discord. Yes, that.
what is that face called?
Agahiko.
Oh, okay,
Funny story
yeah.
about that. The convention down in Colorado I used to go to banned those outright
Good.
the year before everything shut down at COVID, and they're like, no more. This is a family friendly thing, and so you would see all the people like my kid I had to explain to my kid what those faces were to. Like, please, thank you. I don't want to see that stuff. Like, there's a time and a place. Like, but then there was this one white knighting guy. He's just like, how dare you block, Asian culture and like, like, and I'm watching this one dude and I'm like, bro,
Dude, it's straight
like,
up. No.
he was doing it for a week, just constantly replying to people, and he's like, I guess you're not a fan of anime, and they're like, dude, it's porn.
Oh my. Oh, speaking of which, so you're out on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Are you going to go to Dragon Con?
not this year. Maybe at some point I might go.
Because I was thinking about going this year.
That or PAX, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting until things get a little bit better.
Isn't PAX East in Texas? Or PAX South?
There's a PAX in Boston.
No, okay. That would be PAX East then.
Yeah, I think they call it PAX Prime now.
I did the one in Texas once. It was, I don't know that it was worth the trip, but it was okay.
I haven't been to a convention like that. I want to do Dragon Con. They had Carolina Con recently, and I missed that. And I was like, oh, that's a thing. Cool.
I'm so mad that I moved out here and got COVID. I was like, I'll do San Diego Comic Con. It's going to be awesome. And then COVID happened, and I was like, well, this is bullshit.
You could have done San Diego Comic Con anyway.
Yeah, but then it's like a 4-hour flight instead of an hour.
I wouldn't waste your time with Comic Con, man. At this point, it's literally people just waiting in line to see celebrities in the main Hall H and whatever. Like, there's
Not
so many
worth
better,
it.
like, yeah.
That's how it is at
It's-
Dragon Con too.
I
Dragon
want to
Con
go
has got
for the body pillow vendors. That's why I'm going.
dude.
Amazon
When
fair.
when I started going to Dragon Con, it was like 20,000 people, and now it's like I went one weekend. God, it feels like so long ago, but I went when it hit 40, and I was just like, all right, there's getting to be a lot of people here, and now it's up to almost 100,000, and I'm like, I don't feel like this is worth it anymore.
It loses the soul a bit, like,
Yeah.
the community kind of goes away. They moved anime convention from the DTC in Denver to a new hotel in downtown Denver, and the hotel was bigger technically, but the way the hotel was laid out, there's a lot of problems with it, and it lost the soul of what made the convention great. And there's a lot of not community stuff, but what is it, like traditions that you couldn't do anymore because like the hotel was structured totally different. And also because it was in the ground floor, kind of like convention center in the basement, there was no ventilation. So by day 1.5, it smelled like ass.
Yeah, they did that at the anime convention I always go to. They have an arcade, and then they moved it into so the hotel is connected to a kind of smallish mall, and a lot of the stuff in there went out of business over the years and never really got anything else back in. So the convention started using some of those spaces during the convention time, and they moved the arcade into one of these rooms, and Jeff can attest to this.
She was a blind bitch. It's true.
No, the arcade at AWA, once they put it in that one of those
Turned into a shithole.
yeah, It used to be real good, and then it's like by hour 2, it smells like feet and bo, and then it's like
Yeah.
that. All if you don't get in for the first half hour, it's cool and smells fine. It's god awful the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's like for some reason they just thought that putting it in a little enclosed room with a bunch of just sweaty con goers was a some kind of a good idea, and it was not a good idea.
And okay. The Dragon Con before we moved, I was upset because one of Kristen's friends is like, hey, you guys should come out. And we were like, oh no, it's too much trouble or whatever. And they met Peter Capaldi on the fucking sidewalk, and I'm really mad. So if you guys like Doctor Who, he's my favorite Doctor. Favorite one. And it made me so mad. I was so angry.
My brother was in the elevator with Dante Bosco one year, and he's a huge Avatar and fan, and he was just like, it took everything in me not to just be like Lord Zuko.
I mean, they're there to kind of play into that stuff, though. That's why people go.
Yeah, but I think once you leave the convention floor, I think like that's their time to kind of like get away from that shit. So he was past that point. But anyways, Sean, do your thing.
I don't have a thing to do. We could talk about Dragon Con for an hour and a half.
Okay.
We need Peter Capaldi in there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a Twitter and I'm gonna be like, hey man, you wanna come play a role-playing game where we don't get shit done? You would get so famous, Sean. People would be
I would love to have guest stars that are, I don't know. Last time I Dragon Ball Z. Last time nothing happened, and it's all my fault. So.
No, I think you gave us all superpowers.
I gave them all superpowers, and then they lost them.
No, you said we could fly and we could shoot lasers out of our eyes.
That sounds like something I would say is absolutely possible.
Killian gets shadow step.
He had it all wrong. He just didn't like.
You got Misty Step is what it was.
No, man, shadow step. He's already attuned to the darkness, and now he can just freely move through the shadows. He's like a shadow demon. I like it.
So, do we need to do something about Helga or
Helga
post
died.
Helga now?
Helga's gone.
I said post Helga.
Post.
POST.
So I do want to talk about that because post Helga is probably an important character. What is
Helga, who is now dead?
What is after Helga, Melvin?
Well,
and let me throw in one thing: they do not have to be involved in the cult unless you want them to be.
I was thinking in the mortuary where there are dead bodies from previous people that they brought in to sacrifice to the cult, the remains of a monk becomes a good vessel for Melvin's body. So the next time they walk by like the like the cooling freezers or whatever, Melvin just kind of goes and then goes to the nearest body, which would be the monk character I would like to play, please.
Excellent.
So wait, Milkbug is a disembodied ghost right now?
I thought that you were a fetus.
Is there a monk class, or am I not seeing it?
I thought there. I swear I looked.
Monks are bullshit, anyways.
I don't see.
We don't allow monks in these games.
I see bard, cleric, druid, fighter, paladin, ranger, thief, wizard.
Oh, weird. I checked on the wiki. I guess.
You looking at homebrew bullshit wiki?
When I looked at the wiki too, I clicked on the official one and I thought it was the official one, and it gave me a whole list of poisons that I did not see the first time I looked. I was like,
there might be
fancy.
supplements. We'll go with druid.
That'll be interesting.
Can you please be like, oh, a druid?
I've created a new character sheet for you called new !
Yep, I found it.
You have permissions to permission it.
Okay.
How do we make characters again? I'm gonna look it up.
Wait, did we? What's more trustworthy, the Dungeon World wiki or a 5-year-old Reddit list?
Or my book.
Oh, you're right. I do see monk. Thief, rogue, paladin, knight, shaman, spell. What the? Where did all these come from?
Those aren't in my
Oh.
book. I don't know.
They must be like.
Third-party classes.
If you feel comfortable doing it without the character shit that's in there, you can do a
Nope.
monk or whatever.
No, I'll go druid.
Because
Here's what Reddit has to say, Sean.
if you if you go away from the book, I cannot help you. You have
Right.
to. It's all you. I can
All right.
barely help you now.
Jesus, take the wheel.
So, I guess. Oh, we're doing your character. You have a name, right?
Yeah, loose leaf.
Loose leaf.
It was
Excellent.
going to be the monk was going to be Key, and he would always ask you to call him Monk Key.
I like that. Oh, so the monk is just a derivative class from the initiate.
From the what?
The initiate.
Wait, that's a Monster of the Week playbook, though.
Yes.
What? It says
Yeah.
Dungeon World.
There's
Oh, wait.
not an initiate in
It's the same thing.
Dungeon World.
Oh, weird.
So
My-
did I imagine the whole Helga becoming a fetus thing? Was that
No, that
Yes,
happened.
you did. That didn't happen.
because I had this whole like mental like image, this whole scenario was playing out in my head when you talked about the morgue, that you were gonna like fetal crawl into a body and turn into like some kind of monstrosity, but I guess that's okay.
Hey,
That's fine.
Sean, so if I buy you a bootleg $2 PDF from God knows what website this is, and it's got extra classes, you'll use them?
Sure.
Okay, so
I wish
Hold
I
on.
knew.
Look, there's like some official Dungeon World class expansions, like this Firebrand character or something.
Firebrand sounds like Monster of the Week too.
It's like
Sounds like a dwarf thing.
it's a thing. I don't remember I don't think it's called Firebrand. It might be called something else, but it's just not in my book. But I've seen it in streams.
It's fine. I'm totally fine going druid.
All right.
Druids are fun because no one ever plays druids, anyways.
I was thinking about it for the next campaign. I've been thinking about a lot of things.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
So what is
Are
what's
Are
your?
you
I'm gonna be named Loose Leaf.
All right.
He's gonna be a health
A health.
elf.
Oh, a elf. Okay.
I read halfling and elf at the same time.
He's
in
a health.
the world? All
Like
right.
those half dwarf, half elves.
What do you look
Dwelfs.
like?
Wide eyes, furry hood, weathered hides.
Okay, so haunting eyes. That's the you were dead.
Yeah.
The furry hood. What is the fur of the hood made of?
The fur is made out of walrus.
Okay, like walrus whiskers.
Like
Are they
like
fuzzy?
walrus? Yeah.
Are you sure
Yeah.
that's not a
Oh.
Pokemon?
We'll get to it. You see, because I am born of soil, but I have been born from the frozen north.
Oh, okay.
Because it says you learn your magic in a place whose spirits are strong and ancient, and they've marked you as one of their own. No matter where you go, they live within you and allow you to take the shape. Choose one of the following. It is the land to which you are attuned. When shapeshifting, you may take a shape of any man who might live in your land. So, frozen north.
All right. I'm excited about walruses and whatever else lives in the north.
Yeah. I don't need to eat or drink. If I move tells you to mark off a ration, just ignore it.
You live by absorbing the sun or something.
Right. Let's see.
watch out for the Night King up there, who's not going to do shit.
Maybe the Night King's a walrus.
Oh, Sean, so the thing that I posted in Monster of the Week, that is an entire like thing from Dungeon World for downloadable classes,
Oh, Jesus.
and they're all free. The playbooks are all free. There's like 100 of them or so.
Holy shit. Official free download by Jonathan Whitebread.
White bread.
Yeah, there's that, but there's all different ones.
Jesus
the
Christ.
half-board.
There's one called the Krampus.
Nice.
Oh baby.
That's so fucking on brand for us.
I mean, there's some interesting stuff. Like the Warlord's an interesting one. Then there's some purchasable ones too. Where's the purchase list? Oh, son of. And then there's this one. Oh, the
Just
monk,
hopping over.
monk's one that you have to buy.
A lot of these are monsters. Interesting. Okay. Let's get back to the loose leaf.
My alignment's going to be neutral.
Okay. What does that mean?
It means eliminate an unnatural menace.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
what do I got to roll for stats again? My stat block.
Fuck if I know. How do we make characters in this game?
We did it once a long time ago.
How to use this book?
So, Sean, did we learn anything about 10 milligrams?
We did. We learned a lot of things about 10 milligrams.
Go on.
That I'm fucking useless.
Yeah, just stick it in the microwave. Why?
Sorry, it was pretty entertaining though.
I don't. Your stats. Maybe we figured those out later?
Because it was like you choose like 10, 9, 8, something, something.
I think for the druid, what I'm reading is you get -2 to all stats. Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm clicking on your sheet, my bad.
Let me just finish. Wait, 1. It's armor and then +1.
Is there like a character creator sheet? The G.
We went binging on some Pokemon cards. We bought some packs, opened up some sweet rares. It was awesome.
Got some sweet loot.
You actually found some.
Oh yeah, the battle styles or whatever. You can find those. They're not that hard to find.
Now then.
I haven't seen them around here in like over a month, if not longer.
I got some Flesh and Blood this weekend, and I opened a $260 card.
Oh wait, didn't you get the from whatever the one before battle styles was? Didn't you get that like Charizard that's like $200?
No, I got the Hidden Fate one that was like 2,000.
2,000? Do you still have it?
Oh, it's a grade 10 in my safe box.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
It's not in this room.
What?
Later. Let's not derail too much.
I got the book. I figured
Awesome.
it out. Choose stats. Assign these scores to your stats. 16, 15, 13, 12, 9, 8.
So 16, I'm guessing I probably want in Wisdom
That might be
because
your best.
that's where shapeshifting is. Oops. And then you said 15.
Yep.
Then I'm guessing it's probably Constitution.
16,
And-
15, 13, 12.
13 in let's say Dexterity. 13 and then 12.
Yep. And then
And then-
9 and then 8.
We'll go 8 in Charisma again, and then 9 in Intelligence. Because I've been too long an animal, and I'm also dead, and I lost a little bit of brain.
Lots of brain
and-
cells.
Yeah. I
Your
think that's a
max
good idea.
HP is your HP plus your con score.
HP plus my con score is...
Your class's base HP plus your con score. Druid's base HP is on a different page.
Where are you? Sorry. Looking for it. Bonds. I
It's
don't care.
6 plus your con.
Okay, 6, so that'd be 7.
15 is only one mod? That seems weird.
Yeah. That's what the grid did. Oop.
Oh, yeah, that's what the modifiers say in the book. Choose your starting moves.
Ba, ba, ba.
So you have all the moves that are. You have all the moves that it says you have. Right?
Yeah. Go to 6.
So you have Born of Soil, By Nature Sustained, Spirit Tongue, Shapeshifter, and Studied Essence.
Yes.
And then neutral. Your alignment is neutral. Eliminate an unnatural menace.
Mhm.
Everything in the Time Wars is probably unnatural. I'm sure that you can kill something menacingly.
I'm also very unnatural, but
Also, yeah. Your load is 6 plus your strength.
right.
You carry some token of your land. What is it?
Spear.
A
Oh wait,
spear.
no. That would be my armament. Da-da. I would say an item from my land would be. What is something from like? A vial of water from the clear glaciers of my land.
Excellent.
Hmm.
Why is it important to you?
Because I might get thirsty.
Fair enough. Hydration's important when you're among the undead. Or not undead. Whatever you are.
Got some high quality H2O.
H2O.
Choose your defenses. Armor or shield?
I went with armor.
Your armament is a spear.
Spear.
And choose one. Adventuring gear. Poultices and herbs. Halfling pipe leaf or antitoxin.
I'm gonna go with venturing gear. It's just the most utilitarian.
I believe you have a bunch of bonds that you can fill out.
I'll
And
start.
we have learned that you should fill them out for every single person, and hopefully someone will be there.
Right. Let me get the adventure.
Do you have
gear
those in
copy.
front of you?
And I need.
I guess they're. I don't want to click on your stuff.
Get my spear. And then the weight is
1.
1, then close thrown near. And then the damage does not have a modifier, does it? No.
No, you just do whatever your damage dice is. I think it's a d6.
Yep. Go ahead and click around now.
Oh, I'm looking at Elf. The sap of the elder trees flow within you. In addition to any other attunements, the great forest is always considered your land.
Yep. I did see that.
So you are the great forest and also the Isley
They're
lands?
very close to they're very close to each other.
Okay.
There's like a grove, like hot springs, and that's where the Great Forest is.
What are your bonds?
Bonds. Let's go to the main page again. Bonds. Let's see here. Let's see. I gotta pull up the character list here. I would say that Killian smells more like prey than a hunter.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like prey.
Ooh. Killian.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means.
I wonder how we resolve that.
For Mr. Pea Sprout, I have showed Pea Sprout a secret right of the land.
Okay, you flashed him.
Look at my land.
Oh, you could say, look at my great tree.
My mighty oak.
And then I think, actually no, Pea Sprout would be something else here. Davril would like secrets. And Peace Proud has tasted my blood, and I theirs. We are bound by it. I think that's a good one there. And then boom.
How do we resolve bonds again? Are we
Oh, Dungeon Master.
We'll figure it out, I'm sure. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you want to set one for Brett, you can do that when he's here.
Yeah, I ran out of bonds.
There's 4 of them.
Oh, how did I clearly miss the second one?
The second
Lord
one's a
Almighty.
good one too.
Yeah, we'll set that one.
What else? Choose your starting moves. Choose your alignment. Choose your gear. Introduce your character. We'll do a little bit of a flashback as the party is walking out of. They got off on the wrong floor on the elevator and ended up in the morgue trying to get out of the cultist den. And I don't know, what do they hear? Do they hear someone banging on the inside of a coffin?
No, I'm walking out of the morgue holding my hides and spear. Like I've got my tunic on, and I kind of I'm wandering out, and I clearly have like a dissected scar on my chest, and then I'm kind of
So you got a tag on your toe too.
it's an ear piercing cattle tag, and I'm just staring, and I look at you guys, and I just go, Helga sent me to help you. We passed ways in the nether beyond. She says, good luck. And I start putting on my pants.
Do you remove the tag from your ear?
I can't feel it.
Can you feel anything?
No.
And I'm gonna discern realities on this obviously unknown person.
Sure. Well, dang. Why you gotta roll like that? Why you gotta be like that?
Why you gotta be like that?
Much like a certain barbarian in my game. All right, let's go.
Oh, I guess this isn't a flashback. I guess this is a. Well, I'll just save the 6. I'll save it for later. Don't you worry.
Fantastic. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Let me just write this down. Davril fucked himself. Save it for later. And as the party fast forwards on their journey, does anyone want to catch up?
Yeah.
Loose leaf on what the quest is?
I'm just gonna tell him straight up since I rolled so low. All right, dude, you sound like a good guy. All right, the cult head has tasked us with killing the gnome prince, so we're on our way to do that.
Hmm.
How are you with death and dismemberment? Seeing as how you have very obviously been there.
Ah, yes. Is this gnome unnatural, by chance? My goal in life is to clear the world of all unnatural beings. Ironic, I know, considering I'm now unnatural, but I'll end my life when my task is done.
Well, if you ask me, all gnomes are unnatural, so... But that may just be a bias.
A little racist, but understandable. Stereotypes and all.
They're a bunch of stumpy little freaks.
Says the
They're-
halfling that's like 2 inches taller than them.
Halflings and gnomes hate each other because of that specific fact right there. Halflings are just a little bit taller, so they look down on them. They're the only ones they can look down on.
And why are you going to kill the gnome prince?
Did we just? Oh, yeah, because we're gonna trade the death of the gnome prince for our buddy Jesus, who the cult leader is siphoning power from. So we're trying to make a play here.
Oh, him. The one that's...
Yes, that guy.
Okay, yeah. They killed me in front of him, oddly enough. Not like that. They and then kind of mark the path of where they stabbed me. They were really nice
Well,
about it. They apologized as they stabbed me, which was weird, but
it's also funny because Jesus would have absolved you of all your sins when that happened too. So it looks like you're in the clear, man.
I think he was giving me a thumbs up. I think Helga was there too. Huh. Weird. Anyways, I'm alright with it.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
What are we posting? Hold on.
The fuck is that? Is that the Elephant Man?
No, man, it's Jesus from the movie Holidays. It's like a horror anthology. So there's a different horror movie like story for each season, and the one for Easter is that the Easter bunny is in fact Jesus, who is some kind of demonic rabbit thing that like goes around laying eggs.
I think we've
Oh man, it's
talked
so
about this
good.
before.
We
I don't
have.
like this.
I don't like this either.
It's nightmare fuel is what it is. Like the whole movie, you could trash the rest of it, but that one little clip, it's like, and then the kid finds the rabbit, and he's like, "Are you the Easter bunny?" And it's like, "Finally!" And it touches the child, and like on the forehead, and the child just starts turning into a giant rabbit. It's like, oh my god. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
that's our man, Jesus, right there.
And we'll fast forward through the airport because y'all traveled a long way. You had reached the walls surrounding the Gnome Kingdom. They are
Yes.
Unexpectedly tall for gnomes. They're about
Yes.
40 feet up, stone. You have not approached a gate. You've approached a part of the wall, and you cannot see past it.
I want to use an ability.
You have an ability. Tell me.
Let me actually read this out really quick. Apparently, I already have that. So I can get rid of that spell. Character sheet. I wanna shapeshift. You may take the form of any species whose essence has studied or lives in your land. You and your possessions meld into the perfect copy of the species form. You have any innate abilities and weaknesses of the form, claws, wings, skills, blah, blah, blah. You still use your normal stats, but some move may trigger. Let's see. Okay, so I have to spend a hold to revert back to my normal form. I want to turn into a seagull.
Seagulls are absolutely something that would be on the Arctic coast, I think.
And I want to fly to the top of the wall.
Okay. Well, you land on top of the wall and you see the other side of it. I think now is a good time to. Are you going to survey the domain or?
Yeah. Is that
I feel like that's a good discern realities.
okay? Ooh.
Three questions.
What happened here recently?
As you look down towards the immediate surroundings, you see it's sparsely littered with trees, and you see you see a cluster of blood splatters near the base of the wall. And do seagulls have good vision? I'm sure they do. And next, you see blood splatters and nothing else at the bottom of the wall on the other side.
All right, I gotta a bit of a long text. I had to distract me for a second. What was the last part of that sentence? I apologize.
Sparse trees throughout the area on the other side of the wall, but at the looking straight down towards where the wall meets the ground, you see blood splatters of what looks like multiple people having been killed.
Okay. The gates are closed, right? As I was flying up.
There's no gate. There's no gate you can see.
So it was just walls all around.
Yep.
Okay. Shit. Well, I'm gonna revert back to my human form.
You have a couple more questions from Discern
Oh, yeah, I
Realities. Literally two.
Right. What should I be on the lookout for?
You know that those blood splatters, something obviously died, and you know what gnomes are known for. They like to harvest trolls.
Oh. Okay.
How do you know they like to harvest trolls?
Well, that is because I'm going to ask the what here is not what appears to be. It's the fact that I don't know.
Looking at what? Looking at the immediate area?
Yeah.
Or looking at like the blood splatter or
Looking at the blood splatter.
okay. What here is not what it seems to be. Looking at the blood spatter, you can see that there is a trail of footprints, large footprints, that move slightly away from the. Actually, you see giant footprints that meld into the wall. It looks like the giant footsteps walking away from the blood splatter walked directly into the wall and disappeared.
I'm gonna fly back down and I'm gonna relay the information to the rest of the party. It's like blood everywhere. There's no one in the town. I can't find a way in. Unless you can fly too. But I doubt it.
I hold up a brick and said, well, they gave us these breach charges.
Oh, damn.
Did we? Did I?
You did. You gave us a breach charge to bust through the wall.
Sounds legit.
They mean business.
Here's the thing is, I don't want to use this because then this will just draw attention to whatever we do. So we need to figure out something else out. Like, did you see any way in or any way out from up there? Because as far as I can see this way and as far as I can see that way, I don't see any doors.
There were not any doors I could see up above. I did see blood, lots of blood, so whatever is in there is still in there.
Blood inside the Gnome Kingdom?
Yes, blood splatters everywhere. I think it may be a troll?
Well, gnomes love to harvest troll parts, so...
Abominations considering abominations.
But the strange thing is that we're seeing it random. You saw it out in the streets, yeah?
I didn't see any living things, just blood.
Yeah, you saw blood in the streets. So I wonder if a
There's
troll
no
got
streets.
loose. Oh, no streets?
It is
what?
Scattered trees for as far as the eye can see.
Inside of the wall.
Inside of the wall.
So we're not technically even to the princedom yet, basically.
You are
We're
at
just
the
on...
wall surrounding the Gnome Kingdom.
Which is their lands, basically.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. So I had assumed on the, because the cult did not inform us that we would be basically at the walls of the city. So that does not seem to be the case here. There's got to be a way in. I mean, obviously there's a way in.
right. Is it underground? Do you think there's a tunnel or?
So I'm going to cast Detect Magic on the wall to see if there's anything magical about it, to see if we can maybe find a hidden doorway, something like that.
Sounds like a thing you could do to me. I think you have to roll use magic.
Yeah, it is a spell. I'm gonna click on it. I think that rolls it for me. No, it doesn't. Okay, but I will.
I think you
use
have to.
magic.
I think you have to not roll a spell. You have to roll.
I cast a spell is what I have to roll for.
Yep.
I feel like I had a forward from a previous game, but I don't know. I guess we won't go with it. Anyways, will draw unwelcome attention. Oh, well, it says unwelcome attention or put yourself on the spot. So I'm gonna say put myself on the spot
The GM will tell you how.
because it's an or. It's not an. It's not an either or. It's an or.
Put yourself on the spot. Hmm. Uh. As you survey the situation, how do you cast? What do you do? What do you do to do your spell?
I basically hold my hand up to the wall just to touch it and say my incantation.
Okay. As you lay your hands upon the wall and say your incantation, you see something large. You see a large hand start to meld out of the wall in your direction. There is something
Obviously.
magical in the wall.
Obviously, I'm gonna pull my hand back and be. I hope everybody saw that because if
It's
not,
still reaching
I'm
for you. It's reaching.
very
It's
crazy.
big.
Uh-oh. Like, are we talking like a large hand just coming out the wall, big as me, trying to grab me?
Oh, we're talking troll big.
Troll big, yeah. So I'm gonna hop back. Try to get clear of it.
As you jump back, it swipes at you and misses, and pulls itself back into the wall.
I hope you guys saw that. Where's Peace
Like-
Bra, by the way?
He appears to be muted and broken.
I'm like looking out at a butterfly, going,
Of course, the druid is. Killian, did you?
Yeah, I saw
I'm
that
not-
hand.
I'm
It
not-
came out of the wall, right?
That came out of the. So when it came out of the wall, was it like the components of the wall, like it was just a giant stone hand that came out, or it was very obviously a giant troll hand that just kind of came out of the wall and then just pulled itself back in?
It was absolutely a troll of flesh phasing through or phasing out of the wall. And this brings me to a thing I wanted to discuss with y'all about fragility in your characters.
Yeah.
I am absolutely not going to put y'all in easy combat situations fighting a gnome or a goblin on his own, because that's not fun. I'm absolutely going to put you in dangerous situations every single time that may seem unfair, and you need to plan good to stay alive.
Not playing well, playing good.
So is this
I
like
think-
Attack on Titans? Is that what this is?
No, it's more like oh, what was that game where it had like was it Fable that had like the faces, the face doors you had to talk to,
Yes.
like the hands?
You
Okay.
could, Divinity had face doors. I remember those. You remember those, Sean?
Yeah.
Fable had them too, though. I'm 99.9% sure that to progress to each area, there was a giant door that like you had to talk to.
We had a face door that teleported us all the way to the entrance of the dungeon, and because it was like, fuck you don't belong here. And
In Divinity?
yeah. It was on
I don't remember.
it was on Fort Joy in the maze castle, the broken down castle and the teleporters.
Oh yeah,
He was
yeah,
like-
that's right.
And the trick was don't talk to him and he won't teleport you out.
Right. Don't engage. All right. Well, what are we gonna do about that? Because it feels like if we touch the wall, that's gonna happen again. How
big
about
is the
this?
hand?
I'm gonna pick up a. Are there any sticks around? Long sticks. I'm gonna pick up
Yeah.
a stick and poke at the wall.
Nothing happens.
Of course. I'll bet you it's when flesh touches the wall that happens.
How big was the hand again? Like is like
The
size
troll
of-
hand.
The troll hand.
Yeah,
So, like,
Okay.
pretty big. Trolls are what, like 15, 20 feet tall?
something like that. Yeah,
Fucking scary
they
as
are.
hell.
They're large. They're large creatures.
And you saw bodies piled on the other side, or was it just a bunch of blood?
Much blood.
So I guess it stands to reason. Do you think that the gnomes have figured out some way to turn? I mean, we already know that they harvest the trolls. Maybe they figured out some way to turn the trolls into living walls through dark magic.
I mean,
Stand back. I'm going to get big.
What the hell did I miss?
I'm gonna cast shapeshift again.
Okay.
The blood rushes to his
damn.
His oak. ...
I'm turning into a narwhal.
Jesus Christ. Are those are seabound, right? They can't live on land.
They're whales. They can
Just
breathe
let him
oxygen.
do it, Sean. Let him
Okay,
do it.
so they just need to be moist. They can breathe air.
Okay.
They just need to be moist.
Sure.
Can I assist? I'm just gonna like spit on him to keep him moist.
You can spit on him all you want to keep him moist. This is
Everyone
fucking
in the
gross.
party just starts spitting on the
I don't
whale.
like any of these words in the same sentence. I want to spit on you to keep you moist. Really?
So
That's the route we're going.
let me find the size of a narwhal. Narwhals are about 17 feet, and they weigh about 100 pounds.
17 feet and they weigh
100?
only 100 pounds?
Yeah,
Are you sure that doesn't say 100 tons? 100 pounds does not sound right.
that's what the Encyclopedia of Life says.
How about you look at Wikipedia?
Yeah, I'm seeing 2,100 pounds, and I haven't even finished typing in how much do narwhals weigh. Google's already giving me the answer before I even hit enter.
Okay, I will trust that. Yeah.
And
Okay,
Google
yeah.
says about 2,100 pounds.
Oh, where
So
do you
I'm
do
gonna-
this?
Why do I do this?
Where do you do this?
I do it right in front of the wall where the hand was just at.
Okay,
in
are you
hopes.
touching the wall?
I'm gonna touch it with my flipper, but I'm gonna have my narwhal hand, like tusk horn pointing at where the hand came from last.
Repeatedly spitting on him.
Quick, guys, spit faster. Keep
As
it wet.
you as you turn into this narwhal with your tusk, with your horn sticking forward, and pea sprout spitting on you.
It's better be quick, or I might come up with a better idea. to
It's
use
gonna
more
be
moisture.
quick. You see a round object start to meld out of the wall, about 30 feet up. As the
Round
head,
object.
as the head of the troll peeks out and looks down on you.
Oh shit! Do I see this, or is he the only one that sees it?
Anyone who is looking at the wall and up will see this.
We all see this, or I see. Davril sees this. He's looking up. He's like, of course.
Can I discern realities?
What are you doing that requires you to discern realities?
You said I can see the head of it, right?
Yeah, are you like inspecting its head?
Well, okay. Let me see. Oh, I clicked the wrong one.
No. You tell me what you do and I'll tell you what to roll.
No, I'm looking at the description. Hold on. Okay. So, I want to know if it's like curious or if it's like enraged about to attack, basically. Like danger level.
You want to do like I hate using the words optical pat down all the fucking time. But you
What
wanna-
is it? An optical pat down?
you
No,
want-
no. This is an optical massage.
You want to insight whether it is what its motives are.
Yeah, and has it noticed us? Or is its head just like sticking out looking?
It's looking down at you.
Oh, well, that's not good. Wait, it's just his head?
Just the head, 30 feet up, looking down at you.
Don't we have some like bows and arrows and shit?
I mean, if you want to shoot a troll with a bow and arrow and see if it kills it, then...
Oh, no. This would be to blind it. I mean, if it's just the head, I feel like some quick reaction.
So you
Or if
don't want to
we could throw
determine
Mr.
its
No.
motives. You want to talk about, does anyone have a bow and arrow?
No, I want to determine whether it's like enraged or
Well, then
calmed or
go
whatever.
roll discern realities.
Did I roll? Wait, parlay? What the hell? I didn't roll that. Okay. Oh, I need to reload. That's why. 1 second.
Is he like looking at the narwhal me? I can't tell because my eyesight is very poor on land.
I'm also spitting on you.
He is looking at the narwhal you. I wish you could read his mind.
Oh wait, I hit it twice. I rolled a 10.
Don't worry, we'll go with the 10. You get 3 questions.
What is about to happen?
You see a hand coming out of the wall about 15 feet up, looking like it's going to grab onto the narwhal.
I'm gonna point at it and shout, "Danger! Danger!" And then, let's see. Okay. What here? I need some valuable information. Like, what should I do? What here is useful?
What is the question?
What here is useful?
Useful or valued? What here is useful or valuable to you?
Yes.
So based on the description that Loose Leaf gave you, the blood splatter was directly adjacent to the wall, and based on how far out this troll has reached to grab things, you intuit that the troll does not have a lot of range away from the wall. Anything that he's going to attack is going to be very close to it.
Oh, and who's really in control here? That's a good question.
Fuck if I know. It's not y'all. Definitely not Pea Sprout.
Okay.
It
All right,
is
I'm gonna turn to the
impossible to
party.
intuit who is really in control here in the current situation.
Okay, fair enough. I don't recognize like the magic that this troll's in the wall or anything like that. Like, there's no clues of any type.
No, most of the troll is inside the wall, so it's hard to see anything other than his head and the arm reaching out.
Let me ask it a different way. This is some really strong magic for the troll to be in the wall, right?
Absolutely is.
Okay, cool. All right. While I'm screaming danger, I'm going to say, we need to back up from the wall now. And I'm going to keep spitting on the narwhal and grab his tail and try and pull him backwards.
He is apparently 2,100 pounds. I do not think that you can drag him anywhere.
Actually, correction, that's 3,500 pounds for adult males.
Excellent. Even better.
What does this do? Hold on. Let's take damage.
You have no way to convince me that you can drag 3,500 pounds.
Ooh. Okay. Would the best form of action be to try to hinder the hand from attacking the narwhal?
Is that a
Since I'm
question?
related to the party, we need to move the fuck away from this wall.
Is that a question you're asking me or the party?
We need to move the whale away from the wall.
So what is the difference between holding 3 and holding 2 for you still
I'm just going like anime nuts.
okay.
Like, whale away.
Maybe we can entice the troll with food.
I'm going to try to roll away.
You've already done so. You're going to roll away?
Yeah.
Are you announcing this so I'm out of your way?
Nope, too late. You rolled right over
No,
Pea
no,
Sprout.
I-
He's
I-
dead.
Oh
go,
no! Roll.
I start rocking back and forth.
Okay, I'm just gonna let go of the tail and back away. I don't know
As
what the
you
hell's
do
going
that,
on.
the as you roll away, the troll reaches down, swiping at you, and misses you, and then its head and hand retracts back into the wall.
What happens if we just use this breach charge on the wall? Will that hurt the troll?
It might hurt that troll.
There might be more. That's the only thing. We don't know if there's more than one. I mean, the whole wall could be nothing but trolls.
This is
That's what I'm
true.
saying. It's like Attack on Titan.
I want to
Okay.
pick up a rock and throw it at the wall in a different
I've already-
area. from where
I've
the
already
troll
done that. I've already done that.
Did it
It didn't
work?
do anything.
Well, that's stupid. So I just threw a rock at the wall and it didn't do it.
Yeah, basically,
bounced off the wall.
basically, like more or less, flesh has to touch that wall for it to react. I poked it with a stick. You threw a rock at it. Nothing happened.
Okay, here's a thought, Druid, loose leaf. Are there giant moles where you come from? Could we tunnel under the wall, maybe?
I'm gonna shift back into human form, and then I'm gonna go poop poop. The Arctic does not have those. I totally forgot the voice.
You're James Bond now. Do it. Just do it. Do your James Bond voice. I love it.
You have to discover your voice through trial and error. It may
Yeah.
not be the dopey sound from before. It may be James Bond.
Every time he shifts, it's a new accent. Well, you see, I don't think there's actually any moles the size large enough to get underneath the ground that can burrow through the stone. But maybe, just maybe, I can become a weasel and I scoot underneath and maybe find the reason why there's a troll in there.
I love this. Wait, is this the wall to the Gnome Kingdom? Is that where we are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it turns out that this is not the walls to the city, just the walls to the land that contain the city. So on the other side of this wall is just more forest.
So we could tap to charge, right?
Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have any way to research anything.
Have we tried talking to it? My
That's where I was
fermentified head brain may think that we haven't actually tried to just communicate with it. I kind of just went full narwhal, and that's not a good sign.
Pea Sprout is going to drop his pants and penis copter at the wall.
Nothing happens.
That didn't work. We need to try. We need to try a different method of communication.
Who should I open dialogue, or should someone else in the party?
You
I
might.
volunteer.
No penis copter.
Don't spin it too hard; it might fall off in your condition.
So
going to
how many
vigorously
trolls have you tried to
consider
communicate
party-
with thus far?
0.
How
Fat
many,
goose egg.
how many trolls have chased you down and tried to murder you? 7.
Has
7.
it really been 7? Yeah, that's a lot.
Not for
Yeah.
us.
I think it's only 1, and it probably would have gotten away with it.
If it wasn't for those meddling kids and that dog.
But if you want to try to have a chit chat by the fireside with a troll, I mean, we can roll that dice.
I'm gonna knock on the wall, and then I'm gonna be like, "Excuse me, sorry about my earlier Narwhalian-ish. I should have respected your privacy and your your wild girth. Do you mind if we could talk to you for a few seconds?"
A hand reaches out and grabs you around the torso
This is not going well.
and starts to pull you into the wall. And not like fusing into the wall, like he's going to squish you against the wall.
Help!
I want to use I am the law and scream drop him.
What does I am the law say? I need to know what this says. I need to know if
When you
a
give
troll,
an NPC an order based on your divine authority, and then it's success, miss, and all that.
An
Click on it so it
NPC.
shows up. Click
Yeah.
on it so it shows up in the chat.
I don't want to show you guys that secret. Oh fuck, that's not what I meant to do.
I mean,
I am the law.
No.
when you give an NPC, does an NPC mean monster?
That is a non-player character.
That's fair.
Well, my thinking is it's under someone's control, so they could potentially make it stop.
I mean, you already rolled a 9, so you yell the thing and
Can I not aid with that?
if you
I'll
would
chant,
you like
chant
to?
with him. Yeah.
He is the law.
So I actually have something called aid or interfere. So
Do that.
aid.
You want to give a
wow.
-2?
+1.
Chris, it looks like
Yay.
you get to take one forward against them, and they choose. He immediately drops Loose Leaf to the ground and disappears back into the wall.
Well, that
and
didn't
you
work.
feel the wall rumble.
Guys, we should probably back up from the wall. I would not be surprised if dozens of hands immediately erupted from the wall and tried to grab us.
Based on my calculations earlier, I draw a line in the sand and I say, this is far enough away where it can't get us.
How far away is that?
It's however
mean-
far you said was beyond its reach when I
Yeah,
asked.
because you said it was specifically you saw a troll hand come out, so there is a length to it. So
There's definitely a link
You
to
said-
the hand and the arm.
No, you said I discerned a distance, a safe distance.
I said you discerned that they obviously don't get too far away from the wall, but sure.
I went beyond the blood spatter and
Well,
obviously.
it looks like about 6 feet is a safe-ish range.
It's a very short troll arm, but okay.
Maybe it doesn't want to get sunburned for being outside the wall too much.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put
Maybe.
our line at 10 feet just to be safe.
I mean, safer is better.
Okay, wall's rumbling. Do we notice anything else? Just like shaking?
Yeah, it's just shaking a little bit.
Are there any symbols on the wall that we can see? Or if we look either way, is there a gate or any other?
No.
I'm gonna Harry Potter this wall.
Excellent. I love it. What does that mean?
9 3/4.
Oh yeah.
Go run right into it?
Away from where the troll is that we've established. But yes, I'm going to run full speed straight into a different part of the wall.
Okay, so if it was straight in front of you, you would go to you would take a 90-degree or like a 45-degree turn and go left, straight into the wall.
I'm going to run parallel to the wall for say 20 feet, like pretty far away from this troll, and then go straight towards that section.
You're gonna
Think
run right,
elf-
like you're gonna headbutt the wall, or are you just gonna run up to it and knock on it? What are you doing?
I'm running into the wall, 9 3/4 style, full speed.
You
And I
run
believe I'm
right
gonna
in. You run right into the wall, and it hurts a lot. It's a stone wall.
That sucks, and I'm just gonna roll away back to a safe distance. This did not work. Okay. Did I do any damage to the wall?
A little piece of rock chipped off because you had a. Did you have a helmet on or something?
Man, I'm fully armored.
Yeah, your helmet banged against the wall and chipped off a little bit. Not enough to do anything, but a little bit of stone fragments chipped away.
Can I reasonably calculate how long it would take me to knock this wall down just
You
running
cannot
in?
reasonably calculate that.
I don't think we can run
Why?
into this wall and knock it down.
Pea Sprout sounds dumb to me. I do not think Pea Sprout could reasonably calculate anything.
He's just he's got the number meme going, but it's just all zeros. Just I don't understand.
Just question marks. and stuff.
zeros and obviously wrong equations, 1 + 1 = 3, just fly by.
This doesn't work. Damn. Didn't we get a map? Don't we have a map of this place?
Yeah, I think so.
Can we look at our map and see if there's...
You look at the map and you see where you are, that the wall has been drawn on, and it goes for miles and miles in both directions. There's nothing in the map on the other side of the wall.
Well, guys, we have the breach charge. Nothing else seems to be working.
Wait, why did we not use this breach charge? I didn't know we had a breach charge. Maybe I've run into the wall one too many times.
Am I like getting like pulled into the wall and then like up, or is he just trying to like?
Oh, he dropped you when Peace Sprout ordered divinely to drop you.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I saved you more, wall boy.
I'm gonna walk up to the wall and I'm gonna attach the breach charge to the wall without touching the wall.
Okay.
Kind of like.
Yeah, basically.
Are you just gonna throw it at the wall and run?
No. I'm gonna remove the sticker on the back and stick it on the wall without actually physically touching the wall myself.
It's like in Call of Duty when they throw breach charges and they're just like very accurate, just.
And
it sticks to the wall. And in a flash, you see the troll hand reach out and snatch it and pull it into the wall.
Can we detonate this bad boy?
And
and then I pull the remote out of my pocket and push the button.
and the wall explodes, opening up a massive 10-foot gap, and you see the bloody stump and bone of a troll hand sinking its way back into the wall on one of the sides.
I'm gonna run through the breach, baby. Full speed.
Or run through.
I'm gonna run through, holding my spear like.
That's true. We should do war cries.
War cries are like absolutely terrified running through a wall.
Hoping that no hands just immediately like.
As you run through the wall or the empty space that's been created, the troll doesn't reach out. It appears to have retreated into the wall for some reason. I don't know if it's like the stump that it's missing, but you run through the open barricade, stomping on the spatters of blood on the ground and into the sparsely forested area on the other side of the wall.
We're gonna get as far away from that wall as we can, reasonably can.
You know, just start booking it through the woods as fast as you can.
Well,
our map doesn't.
yeah, so we don't know what's on the other side except sparsely forested.
Yep.
So
and
we're
that's
just
only
gonna.
because you could see it now and because
Yes.
Sleep told you.
Yes. So we're just gonna kind of run to the first clump of trees and just kind of see if anything happens. Maybe hide ourselves for a moment. See if anything comes.
As I gaze into the leafy forest, do I see any gnome-sized paths?
I would like to warn you ahead of time that you have been in forest before, and there were trolls in them forests that were very big and sneaky. Are you sure you want to run into forests?
Do we see any paths as we're running through the breach?
Do we see any desire paths and so forth?
You don't.
Didn't the troll... So the troll hand only comes out when we got really close to the wall, right?
This is true.
No, when we touched the wall.
Oh, when we touched it?
Well, no, not even then, because I put the charge on the wall and it grabbed the charge and pulled it in. So
if we don't interact with the wall, nothing happens, right?
Yeah,
Is that
more or less.
generally okay to assume?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Why don't we run along this side of the wall for some distance instead of going into the forest? So run between like the forest and the wall for a while and see if there's anything there.
You want
I can agree with
run
that.
in the open?
We're gonna run parallel to the wall for a little while.
Like,
Yeah, and see if we come across like a path or a road.
is everyone just gonna sprint?
I guess we'll move cautiously but quickly, without, I guess, full on running.
I'm just straight up arms back like Naruto running, going for it.
No, if you're gonna we're doing the tree jump that they do, where they're always like super fast jumping through trees that just never stop.
We're going to die if we try to do that. Like, we'd have to roll, and somebody's gonna get impaled on a freaking broken branch.
So you're gonna run across the wall, or you're gonna tree hop?
Wall. I vote for wall.
All right.
Do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dad roll calls. Don't do it.
No.
As the narwhal is flying through the trees. Okay.
Why couldn't you be something more like useful, like Appa or something like that, where we could just ride you over the wall? Damn sea creature bullshit. Anyway,
Flying
I went for
bisons
something
aren't made
girthy,
in the
alright.
Arctic, are they?
wait, what is it? Appa?
Flying bisons aren't native
He's
to the
definitely
Arctic.
a winter
No.
beast.
No,
He's
just
Arctic.
Air
No, he's
nomads
not.
live on islands in the middle of nowhere.
they live in the mountains.
Yes,
They don't live in the Arctic.
I don't.
The Arctic's the water tribe.
All right,
They
I'm
probably
looking
don't
this
get
up.
along.
I'm trying to think what would be a good animal from the forest or from the Arctic that would like help.
An ice
Are we talking Avatar animals?
I'm
Sure,
talking
Avatar.
just-
Avatar animals are open to discussion. Just
So
because
how
it's
about
fucking
that?
fun.
How about that giant badger thing that one bounty hunter chick rides?
Oh, the sniffy one.
Fucking
Yeah,
Jesus
that
Christ.
thing can burrow too.
No, there was the blind the blind earthbending ones, and then there was like the like dog that sniffed but was blind. So I'd have to have a target that I could smell see.
Yeah, there were the ones that were in the Earth Kingdom
Yeah.
cave.
Ooh, I have a necklace
Secret
made of gnome
tunnels.
ears. So you could totally smell the gnome ear necklace, figure out what gnomes smell like, and then fly towards the gnomes.
That's true.
But isn't it like I have the specific smell? So if I smelled the ears, I would smell where the corpse was.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, old GM? You gonna let us use gnome ears to find living gnomes?
Like you have a necklace of a bunch of different gnomes.
Yeah.
I think you could derive a general gnome smell from that necklace if you wanted to use that to hunt down a gnome settlement.
Hunt keyword there. Not find.
I'm not gonna
I
go
said what I
OP.
said.
I'm not gonna go OP with that monster in particular, but I'll go with like a bloodhound or something that lives in the forest.
Do bloodhounds live in the forest?
Wait, are you going? Wait, it's where is this shit from? It's like the Arctic, right?
Well, I could do the Arctic or from the forest because I'm an elf.
Bears have good smelling, right?
Trolls live in the forest. They're native there.
They're not an
Sean.
animal. They're humanoid.
That's true.
I think you should turn into a duck.
What about like a timber wolf or something like that?
Timberwolf would be good.
That's like a cross between Arctic and
Yeah.
forest.
Ow. As you
Ooh,
shift
God.
You do that every time.
As you anamorph into a timber wolf.
Ooh.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try to pick out the smell of something close to a gnome. Like try to get the general smell of what a humanoid gnome would smell like, and see if I can smell it upwind, downwind, upriver, downriver.
As I'm holding the gnome ear necklace in front of your snout, I'm also giving you scratches behind the ear.
You just hear ooh ooh out of the wolf.
You
Whose sleeve loves scratchy wetchies? And I like look up and I just look shamed.
as you take in this big sniff, I think this smelling hunting mechanism is probably going to count as one of your holds, and you detect the scent in two different directions. You detect what appears to be a patrol path of gnomes along parallel to the wall, and one path going directly into the forest.
I point them in the direction of the one going directly into the forest.
The
Not the
one
patrol
going
path.
into the forest smells of meat and vegetation, in addition to the gnome smell.
Meaty vegetation. Ooh. Sounds
Probably a
tasty.
troll, but we already knew that this was going to be a problem when I flew up. So yeah, I'm going to do like the hound like point, and then I'm going to kind of trot
Into the forest or around the wall?
into the forest.
Into the woods. Excellent.
See, I feel like all roads eventually lead us into the forest. You're gonna be like, yeah, you run for 100 miles, and there's still a forest.
You can go, the full diameter of the circle, or you can just go through the center, and we just use pi, and then we, find a
I
circumference.
can't argue with that math, but if you had gone any length into the wall, you would run into different biomes.
Well, that's shitty. Great choice, Greyhound. Let's go.
Greyhound bus.
Let's all roll undertake a perilous adventure or perilous journey. When you travel through hostile territory, we need to activate a trailblazer. Who wants to be trailblazer?
I'll be the trailblazer.
Who wants to be the scout?
I want to scout.
Who wants to be the quartermaster?
I'll do quartermaster.
If you don't have blah blah blah, Jeff, you don't get a job. Because there's only 3
Rusty, do you want
jobs.
to be the scout?
Yeah. Fuck you, Jeff.
I'm just gonna stare off into space.
You can ride on the Timberwolf. You're that big.
What do we roll?
You just package me up with the rations and
We
the
were-
various
You
crates.
roll wisdom.
Oh, we just roll straight wisdom. Uh-oh, guys.
Good thing wisdom's my main stat.
Ooh! I rolled an 8. That's okay.
I
I never
clicked
got
on it and
level
it
up,
didn't
though.
do anything.
Chris, what are you? The scout?
Yep.
I've clicked on it twice and it hasn't shown up yet.
It's ringing.
Ring, ring, ring.
There it is. 4.
Oh baby.
Take that XP, baby.
All right.
We're all starving.
As you
All right, sorry. Oh no, I dumped all the rations. Sorry, guys.
I would prefer if you ate them all.
I dropped them. I was moving them from one box to another, and they just fell onto the ground, and ants got to them. Sorry.
as you're,
Giant ants.
as you're walking through the forest, and Davril is just chucking rations like frisbees.
I'm literally just we don't need this one. We don't need that one.
Are you sure we don't need those? I think those are important.
Nah, they've gone bad.
Oh. Nothing out of them was salvageable? Okay.
It's okay. I don't need to eat. Oh wait, no. I need a new voice. Gosh, it's okay, guys. I don't need to eat. I can just forage for my own food.
This is what
All right,
the Timberwolf
Goofy.
sounds like in Timberwolf form. Goofy's
I wanna
dog,
take-
right?
Yeah, that is true. Yo.
Sean,
Big
as
dopey
a scout,
dog.
Can I take my sword and cut blazes into the trees as we go?
Cut blazes?
Yeah, just like marks.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought it was like 420 on each one of them. Blaze it!
He's actually got a brand that he's putting into the wall, or each tree.
Yeah,
that
it all says
420.
420. That means blaze it.
I
Oh.
love it.
As you're walking through the forest and rations are being chucked left and right, go ahead and reduce them by half.
Oh, everybody's?
Everyone's rations reduce them by half, just for funsies.
I don't have rations. The game tells me to ignore it.
Who rolled an 11? Loose leaf. What was your thing? Trailblazer.
Trailblazer.
You get there so fucking fast, but where do you get? You stumble across a small fire, and you see a pair of gnome children who appear to be waving their hands at each other. What? And they notice you as you approach.
Okay, like, what do you mean by like waving hands? They're going, we're at a fire!
Davril would immediately recognize the hand waving as gestures of magic.
You don't. So
Wait,
you don't know.
gnome children are doing this?
Gnome children.
But they're like,
They're like 2 inches tall. Let's just go over there and step on them.
They're about how old or how tall are gnome adults? Like 3 feet or 2 feet?
You said
What did I do to myself here?
you said they were about up to thigh high to waist height on like a 6-foot person. So 2 to 3 feet for adults.
Okay. The children appear to be 1 to 1.5 feet tall. They're so short it doesn't matter. 6 inches doesn't matter much.
No, it doesn't, does it?
The 5e ones are 3.5 feet. You're looking for an actual D&D
I don't give a
measurement.
fuck about 5e right now.
I kind of like walk up like a dog that is just he knows like when your dog is just
big. This is
yeah, but it's like when your dog comes in to check on you, he just kind of does the hey, how's it going, and then well, hey there, kids. I'm looking for the town. Can you help me out?
Fireball!
Huh.
He points his hand at you, and a little bit of smoke comes out.
So just to point this out, you are between 3.5 and 5.5 feet tall and like 200 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And
And
like
he talks
5
like Goofy.
5 feet long. So you are intimidating as hell to these things.
I wouldn't try that, kid, or this wolf will hook you up. Just show me where town is.
And they start booking it.
No, don't you run, or I'll kill you.
This is how you make friends. Oh, have you seen that TikTok of Goofy?
What is it? You owe me money.
Yes, exactly.
I like how I've already adapted to the groups. Like, screw gnomes.
There's some inherent bloodlust within the party to just hate gnomes.
Hey Scott, can you DM him real quick? You remember the stuff we talked about?
Oh, Jeff?
No, not Jeff. Justin.
Oh, yeah. Yes, hang on.
We had a planning session outside of this.
Yeah, Sean got so blitzed that once we ended the session, we were just like, this is what we're going to do.
We have a plan. You just kind of screwed our plan up with this wall. We expected to be somewhere else.
Yeah. But it's fine.
Well,
It's fine.
You can't
Well,
blame
I mean,
me. I was
What do
dead.
they say about
we-
plans?
We can't even do it because the most important person's not even here.
Is it Jeff or Brett?
We go with plan B.
Yes.
We do the setup part. We can still use him.
True.
So we have plan B.
What do they say about plans? Make the plan.
Plan B is plan A.
Execute the plan. Plan goes off the rails. Disregard the plan.
Oh no, we still have a plan.
All right, I love it. I can't wait to see it enacted. The gnome children are running away. They're scared to death of the goofy dog.
Is he the only one there? Or is he the only one there, or are we all there?
You all walked up on this camp together. You did not get the drop on them, and they did not get the drop on you.
Oh no.
Wait, they're like tiny, so we could just like take 3 steps and catch them, right? Like their little legs cannot move.
They're moving real fast now, and y'all are still sitting here talking.
Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna-
messaging Justin what our plans were.
Okay,
This can
I wanna-
still happen. This can still happen.
Hey Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back. You can hear me.
Mm.
Let's run and grab these little bitches.
Killian says it's time to feed. He darts forward.
So Killian's going to dart forward and try to grab a dome.
He's gonna try to grab as
Well,
many
let's
as he
get
can.
out.
He's
I feel like
stashing them
this
up.
is a defy danger. Maybe. Defy danger dexterity? By getting... It says by getting out of the way or acting fast. Acting fast to try to snatch a gnome? That sounds good. Roll defy danger with dexterity. Let's see if he shanks you.
Should I roll an assist?
Are you trying to grab a gnome, or are you trying to help him grab a gnome?
I'll just help him grab one. That makes more sense.
Sure, go ahead and roll assist, even though he got an 11.
I acted fast. I
Well,
was able to
screw it.
skewer several of the little gnomes with my.
There's
dagger.
only 2, and they're children. And
Skewered
you
the
snatched
teeth.
one right off the ground.
With my dagger.
He says, "Go without me, sister! Bah!" She turns, tears in her eyes, and runs off. Unless you want to grab her
Wait.
too.
I want to call
Wait.
after. Wait, we're not going to hurt you.
Ah! Run, sister!
How many? Yeah, I want to snatch the other one too.
Well, you have 2 hands, so roll Defy Danger to snatch up the other one. Well, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. I will offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. You can snatch up this little sister gnome, but doing so, you will trip and squish brother gnome.
That sounds like a perfect choice for me.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Sacrifice one for another.
Oops.
As you make a diving leap for sister gnome, you grab her, but with brother gnome tucked under your chest, you feel as his innards are crushed,
I want to.
and your chest
I wanna
goes wet
immediately-
from the blood.
I want to immediately run up to the squish gnome and lay on hands.
Quick, while
It's-
the carcass is still warm.
It is flattened and gushing blood, and its ribs are sticking out of it.
This is some body horror right here. You're gonna bring it back to life, but it's gonna be like just all jacked up.
And roll 1d8.
What am I doing? Oh, how do I roll 1d8?
You slash
Slash
roll
roll.
1d8.
Slurping noises and
As
like
as Killian
Wet
holds
noodling.
sister gnome, and you lay your hands upon the squished remains of brother gnome, his body comes back together in the most grotesque way possible, and the sister gnome is screaming, terrified.
Killian yells, "Don't run!"
As
don't
the brother
run."
gnome gurgles and spits up blood.
I'm just going to
Slightly
lay
healed.
hands on him again.
Healed enough from... Okay, go ahead, roll.
Now I need 1d8, right?
Roll 1d8.
Come on, baby. Just give me something that's not shit. Hey.
The gnome is healed as his body grotesquely anamorphs back into a complete one. But you take 7 damage because the damage is transferred to you. Do you die?
Oh, God. No, wait. I have. Ha.
Okay. Armor means nothing here.
Well, how do I tell how much health I have?
I swear to God, you probably have 7 health and you're dead.
Nope. No, I'm fine.
All right. Well, you've got both gnomes. One of them's on the ground, misshapen a little bit, but alive. And the sister gnome is crying, weeping in Killian's hand.
I told you not to run, little one. Now show us where town is so we can get your brother some help. And we're gonna be your saviors. Just a traveling band of wandering entertainers, right?
Goofy's voice is fucking terrifying in this situation.
I know.
Your face gets really close to the female gnome, and you like give a giant toothy grin. Right? Giant fangs.
I didn't hear you say yes or no, little one.
Roll parlay.
I want to assist. I'm just going to look menacingly.
When you have leverage on a character and manipulate them, which you have them at your beck and call, and he does need help. They need concrete assurance of your promise right now.
I'm gonna put my hand on like the brother's head and just gently caress it, but you could kind of see like the claws of my thing kind of like also there, and it's just like, we can help him if you let us into town.
We
I love
literally
the
did
help
help
threats.
him.
So
We
the
resurrected-
concrete assurance is that You will absolutely kill him if he does not help you.
Very thinly veiled threats.
Yeah.
That's pretty concrete.
I love it.
Do you?
And remember, we're a traveling band of performers. Nothing else, right?
She has tears welled up in her eyes, flowing down her cheeks, and she nods.
And you never saw the wolf. I'm gonna shapeshift into a bear.
Christ.
An even more terrifying.
Roll shapeshift.
Wait, what kind of bear? Brown bear, black bear, grizzly bear?
Polar bear?
Polar.
Sun bear.
It would be more entertaining for the kids when it juggles.
Okay.
As you grow in size into a bigger monster to this 1.5 foot tall.
As I
Something.
shapeshift.
You just start making these horrific noises as you.
You hear the bones crunching inside of you as they shift in direction. Does the polar bear sound like a different voice, or are you maintaining the goofy one?
It will be way deeper if you can do a deep goofy. You are like 10 feet tall and 1,000 pounds now.
Yes, he looks like that too.
He looks like that mid-transformation before he morphs into a full polar bear.
Oh my god.
They are never going to recover from this. There is no amount of counseling that's going to fix these gnomes. They're just whack now.
Why is this character worse than Melvin? As far as voices, I'm like, all right, let's get away with Helga. She's talking too much. Let's see.
The funny thing about your voice is that I've been doing this thing with Alex with his little Goofy plush. So I've been talking like Goofy and reading books to him. And he thinks it's so funny. So I've been doing that for like over a week now. Every night for like 2 hours, an hour. However long he convinces me to do the Goofy voice.
I can't like put them on my back.
So you're Fat Albert the Bear now.
Oh, God.
Don't have any open containers around me.
For anyone that hasn't seen it, I posted it in Monster of the Week.
This is a 20-minute video.
It's multiple episodes.
It's like 2 years worth of TikToks.
Oh my god. Am I really going to spend 20 minutes later watching all of this?
You
You will get 2 minutes in and be like, I'm sold.
Or am I just going to go watch more Devil Artemis stuff?
He hasn't released an episode in a while.
That's true. He hasn't. Not since Big Vampire Lady.
Fuck. Roshi is the best.
Oh, no. No, Kermit with the choke me, mommy.
All right, are we heading to town with this child leading?
Oh, you
leading
are.
our
Who's
way?
carrying the brother? He's unconscious.
We know who should carry that.
I'm asking because I need to know.
It should be
Julian,
you.
want
No, he needs to have his hands free, remember?
You know, for the murders.
So, okay, where's baby brother then?
We can put
Or
them
baby
both on.
abomination at this point.
What's
Wait,
the
if he's
what
like-
is the marching order?
Bear in the center.
Ooh,
And
I would like to fashion like a little rope to act like I'm leading you.
You don't want to tie that to the little gnome girl?
I don't think she's going anywhere. I want to believe that I have some sort of dominion over this abominated, resurrected gnome that I have created.
You want to believe that, Mr. Lawful Good Paladin raising the undead?
Riding
I mean,
a bear
I
of a druid who is also undead, technically.
Listen, Mr. Jim. I don't know if you have the authority to claim lawful good for anything, considering the shit I have seen you pull in our D&D game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just spend most of the time asking Jeff if he's actually lawful good.
Hey, how is saving an innocent life not lawfully good? He was accidentally killed, and I tried to save him.
I mean, you did accidentally kill him.
And so I corrected the wrong. That's pretty lawful.
Here's the thing.
And the terrifying goofy guy.
It was completely accidental. It was not on purpose. So
Yes, it was completely accidental. But the goofy innuendo of Death Machine, or his thinly veiled threats of murder, do not make this a good thing.
Every party needs a murder hobo. Ours just happens to be a shapeshifter that keeps getting larger and picking apex predators. You literally could have been Barney the Magic Dinosaur. But no, you gotta be a polar bear.
Barney comes from metropolises and, local 90s youth pastor areas, not the tundra or the forest. Please keep in mind where my region of influence lies.
Okay, you could have been like a wood nymph or something like that. Something nice.
Hello, children. Please follow me to candy and adventure.
Like right off a cliff.
oh my god. You just Pied Piper them right off the cliffside. The gnome children had no idea it was coming.
So how are you dealing with the gnome children?
I mean, I don't think the abomination's going to try to run away.
No, he's unconscious.
The little girl is going to be riding on the bear's back to show trust and nothing more.
All right, so before we get up to these gates, we need to enact an arm of the plan. So Killian, I need to cast invisibility on you.
It's stealth time.
So what I need you to do, and I'm gleaning this as an aid roll, is I need you to clear your mind as I cast the spell because it will make it easier for me to cast the spell.
Is that something Killian can even do at this point?
Stop thinking. I feel like anyone could just stop.
Well, but with the foreign influence of Gideon inserted, so Killian is going to take a deep breath and say, okay. And he closes his eyes, and as he does, as he clears his mind, I
cast invisibility. And you
wave
get to
of maddening thoughts flood his mind.
Is it like a certain sword that just goes, yeah, you should totally kill them all?
It's kind of like that.
I don't have to tell
gnome
Jeff
children.
anything. He does this shit on his own.
You should eat those gnome children. They look delicious.
So go ahead and roll use your magic.
All right.
He appears to not want to help you do this.
Oh, come on.
Hey,
Are you going to clear your mind? Is Gideon and Killian in on this?
The only way he can convince the chorus of maddening thoughts to go away is the promise of future bloodshed once he's invisible inside of the gnome city.
Exactly.
His thoughts clear.
I'm just thinking of the durian. Go ahead and roll aid or interfere.
oh, money
Excellent.
Well, what's it like when it's a complete success?
Yes, complete success.
For me,
Yeah.
I place my hand upon him and I recite an incantation, and
I want to cover the gnome girl's eyes.
And as I do that, Killian just vanishes, just fully. Everything that he was wearing, carrying, his being just disappears.
And you do this out of line of sight of the gnome girl.
Yes.
Covered her eyeball. Actually, I guess it's like, what, pinky? Just bloop.
Yeah.
I mean, she's on the bear 10 feet up, right?
Well, no, like on his hind legs, so he's probably... I can reach her.
Mr. Leaf Guy, do you walk on your hind legs or on all fours as a bear?
you can't just show off. You gotta wait until it's the right moment for me to do the two-step buckaroo, as I call it in the bear profession. But I'm gonna come in on all fours. I'm also gonna kind of like. I'm gonna turn to P. I'm gonna be like, this is gonna sound very weird, but put a rope around my neck, make it look like a collar, but don't think it's weird or anything. It's just to sell the illusion.
I'm going to braid the nicest rope collar I can make. Give me something to roll. I want to see how good this rope collar looks.
Roll fuck. I know what you roll for this
I'm
shit.
crafting. Come on.
Roll.
Dexterity. Right?
Roll 8 or interfere.
Wait, 8 or what?
Because he's gonna have to convince the guards that he's not a
Ooh.
that he's a
I
pet.
got a 10.
As you approach the gate, as you approach the fence around the city, and by fence I mean it's a wall of wood spikes sticking out of the ground, only about 6 or 7 feet tall. As you approach the gate where 2 gnomes stand guard with spears, the bear with his fancy collar, everyone approaches. Killian's invisible. What the fuck's going on? What are y'all doing? What's the plan here? Enact it. The suspense is killing me.
Hey, who wants to talk first?
I think this is right up your alley.
Okay.
Oh, who goes there? Why are you a big fucking bear?
We're with the band of traveling entertainers. What the hell what's Brett's name? We're the precursor to the next Waylon Jennings show that happens to be right here in your very fiefdom.
So the circus is here.
That is correct.
Where's the merry-go-round?
Well, less a
It's coming.
circus and more of an entertaining troupe.
Oh, so you need to set up shop in the inn.
Yep.
Do you have your papers?
They should have been sent to you a while ago now.
Oh, really? You're supposed to bring them with you.
No, they
didn't-
were sent ahead of
They
time.
stamp them at the border into the city. I mean, into the walls. So they
Have
can
you
travel
not
around
heard
the
of-
fiefdom.
Have you
Just
not
start
heard of
packing up.
Waylon Jennings? This is
Have you not heard of papers?
I'm gonna start just kind of like the bear, and
Like
I'm gonna try to
vomiting?
I'm gonna try to make it look like I'm the one who ate the papers. Kind of like,
I think our companion here may have accidentally consumed them out of our pack.
You went through all of our rations when we were traveling up here. We're running a little low on supplies.
I feel like both of you can roll aid or interfere, and Mr. Leaf, you can roll defy danger with charisma.
oh, I rolled 8 or interfere. Do you want me to just take that 3 and
No,
put
I
it
just
to-
re-roll it. I don't care.
You said defy danger.
Yeah, roll defy danger with charisma. So just roll charisma.
Oh no.
Oh no! Look at that, lucky sevens.
9. So, are you sure you don't want to take 2 from his roll? He could get XP.
Wait,
Okay.
-2. What?
Wait! What's going on?
You could interfere instead of helping.
No, don't listen to him.
Free XP.
No.
All right. What is oh, you stumble, flinch, or hesitate. How do you stumble, flinch, or hesitate in this situation?
Like,
I'm going to
That's
take our
pretty good.
map.
That's a pretty good
I'm going to
flinch.
take our map and shove it in his mouth and make it look like he's about to vomit. So like, chew this up.
As you start fake vomiting, the gnome girl rolls off of your back and right to the feet of these gnome guards and looks up at them with giant tears in her eyes.
Oh, we found this girl wandering in the woods, and she was crying, so we decided to bring her along with us.
And where's her brother? Who's got her brother?
Not me.
Who's carrying him?
I thought it was you.
I think he's still in my sack.
Well, okay, either way. Here, and her brother was unconscious. They were casting some sort of magic in the woods when we walked up. I'm not sure what happened.
She looks at them, her eyes walled with tears. You could tell she's pleading with her eyes. And the guards...
I believe her brother needs some assistance.
And the guards say, we'll get the doctor! And he takes the young boy gnome and grabs the girl by her hand and runs off into the city. Aight, it looks like your papers are... You will be fine. I am not digging in his stomach for them. They're probably useless. You need to go to Town Hall, City Hall, and get a new assignment of papers so you can travel around. And they'll probably have a questionnaire or a fine or something for you losing them.
Fine.
Okay.
We'll pay the fine. It's okay. This crap happens.
And then the inn is on the other side of town.
I'm gonna give him a crew. Hold on, let me see. What did I roll for my crafting ability?
You have a crafting ability?
No, what did you have me roll for the collar thing?
Aid or interfere.
All right.
And that was to help with the charisma roll.
Well, I give him a very well drawn poster for the Waylon Jennings / entertainment / whatever else we got going on.
Okay.
Tell all your friends.
Well, did you just roll that now? We're gonna ignore that roll, and we'll have you roll aid or interfere later when it makes more sense because you're not in immediate danger or anything right now.
I wanted posters. That's what I wanted.
And I figured give him some posters. He's like, all right, I'll get them set up. This is gonna be great for our tourism industry.
All right, let's find. Do you have a map of the city so we know where town hall is?
It's right there on the wall. And he points to the wall itself on the inside of it, not the outside. There is a crudely drawn map of the city carved into the wall.
All right, away we go, and I gently tug the leash.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is the perfect stopping place.
I like where we are.
Where's Killian?
He's invisible, so
he's already slipped past the guards.
Where is he? Is he with the party or away from the party? That's my question.
So the plan was they're going to set up, and I am. Are we in
the plan, Jeff?
Don't tell me the plan. I just need to know if you're aware.
Are we at the castle yet? Like, is this the
We're
castle
still
now?
walking inside. So you're like near us. We're going in the gate now. They just opened it.
So I have slipped past the guards through the gate.
Yeah.
And I'm standing on the inside of the wall watching the events unfold, the vomiting bear and the children getting carried off, and that's where I'm at.
Okay, cool.
I have a question for you now. Do you think the first random village that you run into with a wooden fence around it is home to the king, and are you going to try to assassinate who you think that is in this random village?
Absolutely. I don't know. I thought we were at the castle.
Random village in the middle of nowhere.
We haven't made it to the castle yet.
I've not made it to a castle yet.
Is there a way to start a group message without Sean?
There is.
Somebody better than me at this know how to do it?
Yeah. We all have to be friends on Discord to do it, I think. So.
I wish I could make you a channel and remove me from it, but I'm an admin, so I can't do that.
So you see all.
I see all the things.
So, with that being the case, I'm going to follow the guards or the doctor that has
Follow the guards to the doctor.
I'm tailing them to make sure that they don't squawk.
That's a good idea.
Good plan.
As we're running along, the second that they're separated from the doctor, I lean forward and whisper, "I'm always watching you."
The little girl shrieks. And that's a good place to leave it.
I was gonna start juggling, but we'll wait until next time.
All right,
Okay.
let's do end of session.
End of session.
Where is end of session? Ask the player character. Did anyone do any bonds? Did anyone completely explore a bond?
No.
What the hell?
I could
Justin, how am I
argue.
not friends with you on this?
I could argue that I completed my bond with Brett, and that he will play an important role in the events to come.
Yeah, if until he fulfills that role, you will not be marking it off. We need to you need to accomplish something out of it, and if he's not done it yet, then it's no good.
You know what? I thought I had one for Killian, but I think I cleared it last session. So, or not last session, but the session before. So I need to add a new one, and I don't have one for for Justin now that he is a new character. So I'll have to make one for that.
All right. Do we want to explore those real quick? Does everyone want to make a bond with Loose Leaf? Does everyone want to bond with him?
I'll do one
Woo-woo.
with. I'll do one with Loose Leaf.
Is it a blood pact?
It's a rune pact.
Never gonna let me live that shit
Nope.
down.
I
So
use
what
that
is-
shit all over the place now.
You're welcome.
Dungeon World bonds. Let's see. Can it literally be anything, or was it from a list?
It's from a list.
Where's that list at?
I think it's on your character sheet.
It's not showing up for me for some reason.
How'd you get it to show up, Justin?
Get what?
How'd you get bonds to show up?
You got to go into the eye icon. Go to your class.
Go to the eye icon.
So up in the
compendium.
D20 compendium.
Aha.
Yeah, and then go to category classes.
Classes. Wizard. I don't see anything for bonds.
Scroll all the way to the middle
Oh,
for advanced.
number
moves.
7, right there. Play an important role. That's Waylon. Keep an important secret. That's Peace Sprout. Is woefully misinformed about the world. I will teach them all. I had this for Helga, and I didn't get to do it. But I get to do it again.
I believe in you.
All right, I'll fill that one up since the other two have that one. Okay.
Just Sharpie out Helga's name.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just strike through text. And
Killian, Peace Sprout, do y'all want to make a bond with Mr. Loose Leaf?
I'm trying to get there now. What are my bond choices? Ooh. I'm going to say that you're a brave soul, but I have much to learn from them. I don't know how that's a bond, so I need to learn something from them.
You learn that narwhals are not good at storming castles.
They're ineffective against trolls.
I
On
just love
land.
that you're like, yes, I'm going to be the sea creature.
I just thought that maybe if I made something big, when the hand would reach out, he would hit just blubber, and then I could use the horn to destroy the hand.
But didn't we learn that trolls like regenerate here and are pretty much impossible to kill?
yeah, they regen. Well, I mean, they regen in D&D, but they regen, so.
Okay, I'll create this bond really quick. What's the new character's name?
Loose Leaf.
Like the T.
Killian, do you want to do one, or you want to sit on it for a minute?
No, it's okay. I'll do one.
What'd you got?
I'm gonna say that Loose Leaf, through his animal instincts, has
Is this on the
identified.
list?
Yeah, has identified some sort of weakness in Killian.
I'm scrolling to this.
I'm accessing. I'm using the one that says so and so knows incriminating information about you.
Gotcha. All right.
I mean, yeah, I'm not incriminated, I guess, but it's something that nobody else knows. It's a weakness.
Incriminating can mean different things.
Yeah, exactly. I was kind of loosely, yeah.
I'm fine with that. I love it. I'm on board.
No, I feel like we had a pretty good session today.
Yeah, I feel like this was really good.
Although
we-
we also didn't fail any rolls outright either.
I failed one roll outright tonight, so
Yeah.
The
Failed
roll
one.
you failed outright at the very beginning
has not resolved yet.
has resolved.
Oh, just I don't know about it yet. Okay. Anyways,
Oh well.
so let's do into session questions.
Yes, we did bonds.
Okay.
Did anyone fulfill their alignment?
I did.
What did you do?
I used magic to directly aid another.
Oh, casted invisible. There's an XP. Anyone else?
I saved someone. That hurts.
Who did you save?
I don't get XP for it. I just saved someone.
Oh,
The gnome brother.
this is true.
Yeah, but
So
my
what-
alignment is to deny mercy. I could have just let him stay dead.
Okay.
How can I be lawful good and deny mercy to a criminal or a
Lawful, like lawful. Is,
Well, I mean, they don't exactly intersect with each other. It's kind of a parallel line here because you can be so lawful that,
You're corrupt.
yeah, basically. You've got such a high standard of justice that it comes at the
cost.
detriment. Yeah, it comes
Can't
at
see
the
the forest
detriment
for the
of,
trees.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in my mind, I could execute somebody for stealing food or something ridiculous.
Exactly. Like, they're not denied the mercy of, oh, it was just a little bit of food. It was, no, that was wrong. You've got to pay for it. No mercy.
Well, think
Yeah.
about it this way: if you're a soldier and you're lawful and you think you're good because you think you're on the side of right, executing an opposing soldier is the correct thing to do, right? It was lawful and good in your opinion, and you denied them mercy.
That's the crux of paladins in a lot of tabletop games, is because if you play the character by the book, by what the rules set for you, your character is gonna just be, you're not gonna be able to do much. Like you literally have to give away all your gold. You have to help every person. Like you are a hindrance. And so like paladins in the base rules are the most constricted like things ever, and it sucks. And you have to really kind of skirt the line of how you can make the character do things to fit with the rest of the party.
Would it be better since the background of this character is like a crusader? Is there a way for us to modify that to where it's pushing that agenda?
Well,
Because
I
I don't
mean,
see enforcing random rules makes things weird. It just,
I mean, that's why you can always kind of lean into kind of personable traits that alter the character definition. So, for example, in D&D you have your you've got different traits of what was one of them? You have flaws. Yes, you're a mighty paladin and you have a high standard of justice, but one of your flaws is you can't really stand, so and so situation. So you kind of let that kind of thing slide. So it's a character flaw, but you're still following the rules of the character outline.
I guess what I'm concerned about though is when we interact with people, me just randomly murdering somebody, it kind of kills the flow of the game. I don't see an incentive to ever fulfill that. Like it's like, okay, I can murder somebody who commits a minor offense that doesn't matter, or I could set the party back by just killing somebody random that we're supposed to interact with. That
Randomly
doesn't-
killing is not denying mercy. That's just random killing. for you to deny mercy, you need to be in a situation where you've got someone right where you want them. They're begging for mercy, or you have the option to give them mercy, and you explicitly choose not to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would put me in a situation where I could set the party back for just an XP, and I don't think I would do that. It doesn't seem like a good motivation. Like, my character's been through a ton of killing of people, so it just...
So you think your alignment needs to be shifted? Or would you like to change your alignment?
I don't know. It's just weird. I'll have to think about...
Well, would changing alignment, like, fundamentally change his character sheet in any way?
No.
Okay, so it is like 5e with alignment of it's there, but you don't really have to follow it.
And that also could be a thing of character progress where you know, your character was like, this is how life is. And then when you start enacting your, conduct, you kind of get a little power hungry. And you're kind of like, this is a lot easier than have to play by the book. Like, why do I have to give mercy when I could just slit their throat?
This is what's weird, though, with this. Like, the background that I have in mind isn't a by-the-book, like,
right.
paladin that was used correctly. Based on what I said for the beginning, like, from the Crusades, it was somebody that was used in probably a way that's actually not great or for the greater good, but served the purpose of their alignment, like their driver. So it's a little different. I think it would have been
Don
easier.
Quixote.
It would have been a little bit easier, I think, looking back, picking this class if I picked a different, like, sort of origin, because this is more like that kind of darker paladin side. Thinking back on it now, it's like they follow the instruction of whoever was leading them to do their bidding, thinking that it was good, but running around during the Crusades and murdering a bunch of people whose beliefs differ from you and taking all their gold and amassing wealth. Not really.
So think about this. You got this role or this purpose in you from an authority figure, right? They manipulated you into being the hammer or the nail to their hammer. Maybe your character is looking for an authority figure to fill that gap now that you don't have the authority figure anymore, because you're kind of like lost and need that to be able to function.
You know what I like? I like that idea a lot. It's more, okay, maybe a paladin who's losing faith. Like, that's a really interesting route to go.
And, like, you don't have to be a paladin forever. You can lose your faith and lose your powers. Like,
I'm just saying, like, I don't like the alignment. I mean, we can leave it the way it is. It's not something I'm going to exercise, because with the amount of, like, role-play and interaction we have, if there's a character that we've had for, like, 2/3 of the session and then I just off them because of some offense, like, it would hurt the party. Like, I just don't see a good way to do it.
You could just go ahead and call it and say you're a blackguard instead. Basically, a mortal fiend.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
I like, that's how I kind of felt with Helga, and I was glad that, like, I could die in a way to serve her cult, but still kind of just, because I think I hit the wall. I'm like, well, I kind of did what I wanted to do with her, and she really will just kind of not mesh well. I'm like, well, if she's gonna die in this fight, might as well just let her die and not fight it. It's like, that's the whole point of Dungeon World.
I have a route that I want to go. Like, I have a good idea. Serving a different authority would, I think, serve our larger, like, near-term goal.
I have a thought for Killian after the first time that he dies, and I think I'm gonna play that, if he ever dies, into successive characters as well. So.
Jeff, you're never supposed to say that, because now Sean's just going to try to kill you.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't have to try anything. Y'all are just fucking suicidal.
Well, we're fragile in this game, and it's very hard to be successful overall, which I think is kind of fun, because we have to plan around simple tasks being difficult.
Playing the Dark Souls of D&D.
Yeah.
This is why I want y'all. This is why I'm excited about your plan, because that's the level of, like, you need planning in this game to survive. You need it. Like,
Well,
fighting the troll in the
we have
forest
to have-
sucked, and you should realize that shit ain't going to get easier than that troll.
Stop throwing
That's
trolls
true.
out.
Are we going to? Can we assume that we are resting
Likely.
at
Do
this
you want
stopping
to
point?
keep doing XP?
Yeah, let's continue
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that process.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Trolls can hide in walls.
There is
Well,
type of
somebody's
troll
got
behind the
some-
wall.
Well, that and just somebody's out there with some serious magic, like putting a freaking troll in a wall,
Building
like
a Titan wall.
That's pretty crazy. I don't think we've seen anything of that like power
Scale,
level,
yeah.
have we? I mean, I think the most powerful magic we've ever seen was the teleport. Is that right, Sean, or is there something else I'm missing?
I mean, Jesus is
in
pretty
Dungeon
powerful.
World, you've seen Jesus, which is a type of magic maybe you didn't see. He's obviously magical, being a skeleton man, but you didn't see him perform any magic. And you didn't
Wait, is
see.
that-
Well, in regeneration, I guess regeneration in this world seems like a kind of common type of magic, though, because the troll harvesting people
Is it even
did
magic?
something similar.
I
Like
mean,
trolls could regenerate, and they were harvesting
Yeah,
stuff
it's-
from them. So maybe they only did capture one.
it's like
or several.
it's like a biological thing with the trolls.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We could go with the same assumption for skeleton Jesus. He's got the same regenerative magic. Like as far as we know, it could be very similar.
We could say that the discovery of the trolls is really the discovery of high magic outside of Jesus, because that's definitely some high magic to turn trolls into wall phasing like guardians. That's certainly not something that just any old hedge mage is going to be able to do.
You're also aware of the Council of Wizards and their teleportation airport. So, like, this is obviously a high magical place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but like I said, teleportation is one thing. Taking probably one of the most powerful things we've ever seen in action and then sticking it inside of a wall that we destroyed and it didn't even come out of, that's pretty...
I see what you're saying, Sean.
Yeah. Okay. Other important stuff.
We didn't learn shit. Okay.
No, I mean, like, everything you're saying is y'all learned shit. Y'all learned a bunch.
Oh, we also learned, well, okay, I would say important is the purpose of paperwork and potentially forging it. Because the way the Gnome Guard talked about it, he made it sound like paperwork's a very common thing here. So we could potentially use that to our advantage. Or we just lied our way in. We're about to get some legitimate paperwork, and we could leverage that for something later. So that's
true.
there's a source of truth out there somewhere.
I wonder why they have paperwork.
I have no idea. That's something I assume Town Hall will tell us.
Anything else? Gnome children casting magic? We're
Yeah,
trying to-
we-
Oh yeah, magic.
Yeah, that's something new.
What kind of magic were they casting again?
We don't know. We just know that they were verbally and semantically casting stuff.
One of them
And they tried to
did
shoot-
shout fireball, and some smoke came out of its hands.
Okay.
So it could be like some sort of elemental mages, maybe baby mages.
Well, I suppose that could be concerning, given that that they're just children practicing casting fireballs. Maybe that's why the Gnome Kingdom is so powerful, because they're all magic as shit.
It's possible. We've never seen it. We've never encountered another magic gnome, have we?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, the closest thing was the Cult of the Crowbar.
Yeah.
What about the gnome wizard that was with the gnome prince?
He was
Oh
fake.
yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was a long time ago.
It was, but now that
Oh,
you
it's
mention it,
World
I
Tree.
do remember that. Yeah. Yeah, that was at the World Tree.
And so that was like what, pre-crowbar, right?
Yeah, not pre-crowbar.
I missed that crowbar. That was a good crowbar.
Well, it's still out there.
The crowbar.
This is the time where the crowbar could show up.
It could slip through time into this timeline, or depending on the timeline,
Well, don't
it's
forget-
already happened.
We also what? There's some like super powerful magical item from like way back in the day that got sucked into the time portal thingy.
Something like that, yeah.
You have to look way back for that, Sean. There was some artifacts we were looking for, and one of them got thrown back into the time warp.
Didn't a fucking wizard get pulled back into the time war?
I don't know.
I'm dead.
I don't know if we said to wizard. Anyway,
I'm
okay,
talking
new and
about
important
Wolf
stuff.
Flanagan.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah.
got thrown back. That's what I was saying. We have two characters that in Dungeon World, if he and Klaus, or just him, or just Klaus showed up, that could be a TPK, like without them even trying. I mean, we could just get TPK'd by a sleigh out of nowhere. It just runs us over.
You are performing in the inn, trying to make money, and then Santa Claus just busts up and opens up with an assault rifle or something.
That would be very Klaus.
What a way to go. Did we overcome a notable monster?
Wall.
Wall troll.
Troll wall?
He feels notable. You got past him. Did we loot memorable treasure? We're not good at treasure yet. Haven't had a really good chance to give you treasure.
Ooh.
I mean, the only things we could have picked up are like fragments of the walls before this session.
You've picked up fragments of walls before, with the intention of talking to it later.
Yeah, but that's not a possibility anymore.
Justin, you missed it. I traded the stone. I traded the stone from like our origin thing to some dude. What did I get for that?
When did that happen?
It was like the last place we were. Like we were bartering for something, like food or something, and I traded the guy the magic stone.
Was it at the
It must have
airport?
been was it the airport? Yeah. It was the
If it
airport
was
where we
last
got
week, I have
rations.
no recollection of a lot of that day.
Okay, so we traded the stone in the airport, convincing the guy that it was magical for a bunch of rations.
Sounds about right.
And the OG rock that could have given us information about our origins is in the airport with some bartender. No, like the kebab cart guy or like the hot dog stand or something.
Oh,
Anyway.
because you bought rations from the hot dog vendor.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Does it though? Does anything we've done?
Does anyone level up? Because you can level up when you
So how many experience did we get?
learn something new, overcome
That's
two
right?
from that. I think you got one from your bond.
Okay, so I get 2 more, so I have 10, so I can level up.
All right.
can
Well, you
level
can
up.
level up when you're chilling in town. So,
All right, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll probably do it tomorrow or something.
all right. Well,
'Cause I want to.
Seven
I want to
plus
think
look.
your
about it,
level,
and we'll do it
right?
on stream.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'll look. I wanted to look over all the stuff before I took anything else. So
Does anyone else level up?
I got 3 experience.
I do.
Got one.
Peace Sprout, do you want to take a look, or you want to knock it out?
Well, I can take a look because it's what, like a move and something, right? Like, I don't think leveling gives you too much.
Like levels 2 to 5.
I
think
can
you
do like
gain a
plus
new
one
move.
on a stat. Or,
No, I think you just get a new move.
well, it's new move, or you can do a modifier, right? To one of your stats.
I don't think so. I think it's just a new move.
I'll do mine next week.
Yeah, we can just do them next week. Are we treating this as a long rest though?
Yeah. When you gain a level
Okay.
2 to 5, choose from these moves. And I think some of these moves, like, give you extra stats. Although it doesn't look like yours do.
Don't forget, I had the dual class thing with like paladin. You can dual class if you want to.
You've got a smite while on a quest. You deal plus 1d4 damage.
I think I grabbed something last time. I forget what. I think it was tandem strike. Tandem strike's what I got last time.
What the fuck is tandem strike?
Hey, sorry guys, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I gotta peace out early.
No
Man,
worries.
that's,
See ya.
Bye guys.
Yeah. It gives that's the ally attack.
Oh,
It
setup
gives them
strike when you hack and slash choose an ally.
Yep.
And you help them do more damage.
Yeah, 1d4 or 1d8. What is it?
This
1d4
is 1d4.
And a +1 forward though. It's pretty spicy.
When you speak aloud your promise to defeat an enemy, you deal plus 2d4 damage against that enemy, and minus
But only
4 damage
that enemy.
against. So, like,
Yeah,
if you go up to the Gnome King and be like, "I'ma fucking kill you," you do extra damage to him.
Giant gashes appear on his face.
But then there's a negative effect. I think you do less damage to everything else. I think it's like -2.
It's -4.
Yeah, -4 until he's defeated.
So, like, hopefully you defeat him, right? What happens
And
if you have to run away?
Yeah, I can see you pulling some shit where there's this recurring character that I say I'm gonna kill, and then I never can kill him, and I can't do damage to anything else.
Oh, as soon as you declare you're going to kill someone, they'll run away. And you'll not be able to fight their minions.